Cub and Chub.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody.
Then do it.
I wanna be here with somebody.
Then be it.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm feeling Mr. T-ish.
Yeah, you are. Can we talk
Like,
real quick? Um, hmm. I can't help but notice some dates are being presented.
it's
Maybe,
fine. I said I was 37, girl.
but we know you're 26.
Yeah, all of these things can be true and be grounded.
I was like, "Are we going to put ourselves out there?" Okay.
Listen, on Earth 612, I'm 37.
Look at you, geek. I love it.
You know,
Nice.
see, listen, onion, layers.
Onion layers.
Y'all will never
Buffet.
know. When you think you know me, you don't.
You ain't got nothing. What's the shirt say? What's the
It says
message?
nothing.
Does-
Everything. I
Thank you,
love it.
Katya. Thank you, Katya. I
Yes,
appreciate
nothing. Give us nothing,
it.
and I shall. I will give you Mr. T. I am.
I am. That's right.
And
Nice.
I'll give you Miss Thing all day.
How's your week been?
My week has been, yes.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
has. Yeah, it's a week.
Yeah.
It's doing it. I'm glad it's over. Um, yeah, like there are worse things. I've had better weeks. I've had way worse weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that week that you won that $4 in the lottery was awesome. Like,
Wonderful. Love it when that hits my PayPal, baby.
yeah.
Oh.
But the week that we win the 740 million.
Woo!
Now that's gonna
Woo!
be a day.
It's gonna be amazing.
And I hope you win it because
Oh no, you disappeared.
um
Wait. You cut off, and now we're
I
unsynced. Hey,
well, the internet is unstable.
there we go. So sorry,
Unlike my
you said
personality.
you said you hope I win it because
Well, the people heard it, and Editor Bale will hear it, so it's fine. Like,
no, literally, like it got cut off. I don't know what you said. No one's gonna
oh
know.
well, it'll feel real good. Like,
Okay. Um,
if the people don't hear it, they don't need to. It's fine. Like,
understood. Okay.
California.
California.
Okay, syphilis. I love it.
That's right. Syphilis everywhere. This was the
Yeah,
shirt I got at the San Diego Zoo when we went to California.
cute.
So, trying to get in the mood for my big leather bear event tonight that I'm DJing. Ooh,
Um,
DJ Barebone's gonna make you dance.
oh yes, and the mixes that I've wanted to sing you and have not.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, because I feel like this is your art, right? You don't need anybody like tainting that.
Well, I'm trying to think about. So, I I struggle with specifically with DJs. Like, you are either somebody who tolerates request or you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when we went to the Eagle.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, not the Eagle. Heretic. When we went to Heretic,
Yeah,
nobody's going to that DJ and saying, "Can you play Missy?"
absolutely not.
Right? Like, in fact,
But to be fair, most of them are on Quaaludes or something.
right, they probably couldn't find the DJ, but I that's not happening. Um, but then so this is how I prefer to do it. And Will, again, shout out to Will, our favorite listener, or
Ah,
one of our favorite listeners. Hello, Steven. Love you too.
yes,
And Gary and Galen, all of our friends.
girl, and all the girls,
All girls in all
and
places and and all the
all the girls in
pronouns
Kaiser, you know who you are. Um, love
and
you,
all the
Sabrina. I
genders.
love you so much.
Um, yeah. So Will hit me up because Will
Mhm.
saw that I posted about like DJing this bear event, and Will was like, "Are you like open to like suggestions on your playlist?"
Mhm.
And that was like he approached it in a way that I really liked. It wasn't like, please make sure you play this, or like,
Yeah,
it
you
was
need to
like,
play this or you're nothing.
yeah, it
Like,
was more like, have you heard this?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's what it was. And I was like, oh, okay. And I listened to it, and he actually sent me some good tracks.
To
So
be fair, when I send you things, it is purely because I am having a moment where I'm enjoying it. It is
no,
not
yeah,
for your thing.
sharing music is different from,
Yeah,
will you play Britney next? It's
yeah. I'm
just
not. No,
different.
no.
And I don't get hired to play your playlist. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
this
And
isn't your event. Like you're at the
no,
event.
yeah,
So
I am,
enjoy the atmosphere at the event.
yeah, I
Yeah,
so I try to be graceful with that stuff, because people will come up and say, like, if there isn't a barrier, natural barrier, and people can get to me, I can't
yeah.
just say, like, get the fuck away from me. So when people come up, they're like, hey, like, can I request a song? And I do that thing where I go, you can request it. Like, you can always ask. Whether it gets played or not is a completely different question.
I'm like, can I request your number?
Right. Also, no. But also, also no.
Bear's number
Um,
is
yeah. My number, yeah.
three. Like,
My number's 911. Thank you.
oh my god!
Um, so, so
Now
yeah.
watch somebody really call it.
Say what?
Now watch somebody really call that. Like,
Oh yeah. Well, they probably need to call that number if they think that's real. You know what I mean? Like,
emergency.
reach out and touch
Yeah.
somebody. So I've got this event tonight. It's a leather bear event.
Mhm.
And I know some of the people in the crowd that's going to be there, because I've done some other leather events before. But it's a 5-hour event. I'm DJing for 5 hours.
Wow.
And so,
Do you have
one,
pleasure principle on it?
say
Like,
what?
do you have pleasure principle on there? Like,
Janet is always a part of it. I've got If tonight for Janet. It's usually, but honestly, it's usually one or the other.
yeah,
For a
yeah.
leather event, it
Yeah.
could go either way. Like, If is very, like, touchy and, like, very
Mhm.
physical, but
Mm.
Pleasure Principle, maybe we'll do a coda, beginning and an end.
Yeah.
Um, but I found myself second guessing my playlist. Like, I was working on the music on the set list, and there's some songs on there where, like, my gut reaction was to put them on it, and I can't tell if my second guessing is, like, psyching myself out,
Mm.
or wanting to, like, make sure. Some people play what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Some people play what the crowd, like, playing for the
What?
crowd,
Yeah.
right?
And
And
I don't. I like the more what you want to hear because it's you. Like when I
right.
go somewhere, I want. Listen, I'm a type of person that I'm interested in people.
Hmm.
And I'm interested in like how you think, like what makes you up. So like your music choice is a very like no like knowledgeable way of knowing you.
Right.
So like a lot of not a lot. A few DJs have gotten into my pants because they're like DJing. Like I feel the nut before I get it. Like
Mm, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Psychic nut. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, the musical nut.
Musical
Like
nut. Yeah,
squirt. Yeah.
I I think I struggle with that balance, because what I'm doing tonight is really, like, 90s house music and pop mix, like,
Yeah.
just a lot of Be My Lover, a lot of Rhythm as a Dancer, and I'm excited for it, but I also know that there's some people who just think that's fucking whack and think that's tacky. And, like, when you
Well,
start getting
then,
into pop, people get really weird. People get
yeah.
really weird. Like, I just want to hear trance music or just club beats and shit. And
That's fine. There are places for that. It's
that's
not a bare bones event.
no, and that's why I need to, like, that's where I need to land. Whenever I start getting into this panic, like, mentality, it's like, they hired me because they know I do a good job,
Yeah.
and they hired me to be me.
They
And this is
want
the
you to
music
be
I
they
like.
people come because they want to be a part of an atmosphere. You create that
Create the
atmosphere.
atmosphere, and if this
It,
song isn't for you, You
then
can
go
go
sit down and suck somebody off.
right,
Like,
go to the bar, go to the dark room, like do what you
yeah.
gotta do, but like
And then
I,
come back when it is for you.
right. I think that's where I'm at. I'm like, oh no, I know what I'm doing. Like, fuck that. Like
Absolutely. You've
I'm
been
a,
doing this before I knew you. Like,
it's a done deal, and it's also 5 hours. Like I'm gonna play what I have to play to get through. I'm gonna play what I have to play if I gotta sit here for 5 hours and DJ for
and
you.
if I don't like it, guess what? We have headphones. If I want to hear all right mixed with cozy, I I can listen to it myself
That's right. You can do it. Be the DJ.
while I'm like in leather dancing to whatever I'm listening to, and the atmosphere is set for you guys. Like,
Yeah. I'm also interested to see like how busy this place gets. Like 5 hours of like leather bears.
it seems like the first 3 hours are just gonna be like people who are just dabbling in, and then the 2 hours are gonna be the like
Yeah. So
the
yeah, the
friends.
last time I did something like this, like the 11 to 1
Yeah,
window was the window.
that's when the daddies come through.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Richmond daddies. Aw,
You
I
miss
miss
them?
y'all.
Yeah.
I met a couple of them. I don't really remember names, but like
Right.
they're really sweet. They go wine tasting from time to time.
Oh yeah, that crew. I know what you're talking about.
That
Yeah.
is one thing that I got from that old dad that was racist, but whatever.
Oh, what was he had the same name as your coworker that was an asshole. What was their name? Was it
No, it wasn't. It was my roommate. Like, was his name
Oh wait, so that
one that you met in that?
oh no, I remember. Oh, sorry. You're right. Yeah. What was the name of your coworker that sucked?
Yeah,
And then we had our
that's the
room
one
tour.
that hit you up.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
girl, and beat
Oh,
those names out. Like,
yeah. No,
because he could be the one that's like hate watching from Kenya or where.
yeah, or wherever he's at.
Because he do
I
seem like
never
he
met
like
him.
brown.
I never met him, and I was like, that is a Republican gay. That is
Yeah,
a self
that
hatred
also
gay.
dates black men, like because they like to whitewash everything. No offense to people.
Self hatred.
Yeah, it's a self hatred and the audacity to assume that everybody else hates themselves in that way. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, we
I
don't actually.
gosh, that was like a miserable
I'm telling you,
8 months. How long was he there before he finally fucking left?
no, girl,
Was
he
he
was there for a good 2 years.
well, we were only lived together for 2 years.
He was
He left at some point while we were still
he
hanging
left
out.
around that time, like around the
Oh,
same. A lot of stuff changed around that time.
gotcha.
Yeah, when I brought the crystal, that's when around the time he left. The crystal that clears out horrible energies and such.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What the fuck are you bringing into this house?" And then we had the huge conversation, and
Mhm.
then about 2 or 3 months later, he just left. And I was like, y'all still think this crystal ain't nothing? Like, shout out to you, Tara. Like,
Hey, Tara.
you remember the crystal? Like,
Hmm. How was your weekend?
oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
You guys, if you go on the Plump Atlanta Instagram, you'll see me and my friends. We had a great time at the events.
Uh huh.
I have some notes for you, Atlanta gays, who came and approached me. Thank you so much. None of them knew anything about Cup and Chub. I'm assuming I really didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to seem like that person. I was like, I don't
Sure.
do a podcast. You might know me. Like, no.
Sorry.
Um, but no. First of all, deodorant, very important.
Ooh.
In a
Yes.
hot sticky place where there's fat men, deodorant. Please use it. Secondly, it's very close. So just because I like my knee touches your leg doesn't mean I want to top you. It does not mean that.
It does not mean that.
Not at all. Like I do not want to top you. Mostly because I am a 99% bottom. Um, and the people that I want to top are generally not in the vicinity. Shout out to
Yeah.
Kid Fury. Anyway, but yeah, like what else? I will say I met the guy, the DM guy that didn't have much to say.
Uh-huh.
Um, good personality, but I just can't do it. I
Yeah.
listen, people. If you don't have anything to talk about back and forth, like when we text and whatnot, I can't. I don't want to fuck you. I just don't. Like I'm not interested in having sex with people I can barely talk to.
Yeah.
So no. But lovely man. Enjoyed the moment that I spent with him, and yeah. Um,
How are the
what else?
white allies? Any white allies?
There were three white older men that clearly were looking for a black boy.
Yeah.
Um, I promptly uh got one of them off my shoulder.
Ooh,
I
thank
was like,
you.
no. I was like, no, I'm not looking for that. Um, he was like, oh, you looking? He's like, you smell nice today. I was like, thank you. And he was like, is it?
Nope, nope.
like, no, no. I was like,
Nay.
I'm good. Um, already experienced this. Don't want to deal with it again.
Yeah.
Um, but listen, they were nice for what it was for the 5 minutes that they were around me. They quickly moved on.
Yeah.
They saw that it wasn't that type of party. It was a Black Pride party, and we're not here unless you're buying drinks and saying, I'm so sorry for what we did to y'all.
That's right.
That's all you have to offer us at this point. We
Was the Pride event at like multiple locations or like centered at like one specific like bar or area or what?
For me, it was centered at two bars. One, I won't. I'm not going to say the names of the two bars because I don't want like because one bar is a problem, the other bar was the solution. So
Oh,
like,
gotcha. Okay. Did we go
like
to?
the
Did we were we
stench.
were we at any of those when I came down?
We went to the solution. Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we went to
Gotcha.
the solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one that
Uh
the
huh.
one
Yeah. I know what
the
you're talking about.
infamous the
Uh huh.
infamous. Let's shout out to that white lady. She knew what she was doing. Uh,
The bartender.
yeah, the
Yeah.
bartender.
Yeah. She's great.
Yeah. But yeah, it was interesting. Like to go to this other place and it was just sweaty, disgusting. Like I was like, no ma'am, no sir.
Yeah.
Like unless there's a difference that somebody can tell me like oh it's not like that on a specific day that I can go
Mm-hmm.
like date and time like I won't be going back. um great music, but uh-uh, no, not for
No
me.
good.
um but yeah, like I had a decent time. I had a great time. Shout out to
Good.
my friend Tara again, coming out and being the effervescent, straight, beautiful woman that she is.
She's gorgeous. That Tara.
Yeah, especially that night, girl. Like your titties were sitting, girl, and I loved
Woo!
it. Like it was very, you were very cute, like you are normally, but like just even more so.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so like because of her and her love for me and all things black and gay, we had a great night. So
Oh, nice. Good.
yeah. What about you? How was your week?
It's been, work has been really crazy, like my 9 to 5 job. So I've like worked a couple late nights, which I don't normally have to do,
Yeah.
but that's been kind of busy. And then like trying to wrap my head around the schedule.
Hmm.
Like I got bear event tonight. I've got a private DJ event tomorrow. I've got big game market on Sunday, Pride next weekend,
Yeah.
a fucking oh shit, what am I doing? Oh, a brat party. We're doing like a brat event next weekend down in Virginia Beach.
It's a brat summer.
So I've got like all these separate playlists and like audiences I'm trying to build for. And yeah, so just been slammed, not sleeping well, um, drinking a lot, just dealing with life. So I'm
Drinking a
doing,
lot?
I'm doing great. Huh?
What are we drinking
This
currently?
is just, I've got to work tonight. So this is just
I was like, not you putting it in like bottles that you
oh
can
no,
like.
yeah.
I was
Sneaking it
like,
in.
what?
This
I
is
was
just
like, this is not that type of Zoom.
no,
Like,
no, no, no. This
you
ain't
can
that
be
party.
drunk. It's fine.
Yeah, no, gotta stay sober for today. But yeah, just like busy but happy, like
Yeah.
really excited about my bank account, what that's gonna look like in the next 3
Yeah,
weeks, and then
exactly.
honestly, I'm just daydreaming until we get to Cannonball. Like everything I'm
Right.
doing between now and the end of October is to make it to Cannonball.
I
That's it.
mean, you are definitely dialing in the gay for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
are definitely getting like acclimated to the type of homosexuality that
Oh yeah.
is going to be presented there at camp. Like
It's
it
gonna be
is going to be
so gay,
raunch. Like
so
it's gonna
fat
be
and
good.
large and
It's gonna
gay.
be like pig. It's gonna be lard. It's gonna be
So good.
Lowry's. I hope there's some Lowry's there. Shout out to my black cats. Like
Mike Lowry.
I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be a sprinkling, but
Mhm.
like let's find each other.
That's
Unlike
what
what we're
you
supposed to do, let's congregate.
that's
Like
what you should be doing. You should be setting your parameters to the Miami Fort Lauderdale area for the
yeah.
next few weeks and just making some connections.
Yeah, I thought about that, but then I was like, by the time I by the time I get to it, I will realize why I don't like men. And then like
Well, I mean, or even on like there's some of the Facebook groups though that they have where they're chatting and getting ready for it.
so I have to get on Facebook again.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to get on Messenger,
Okay.
which isn't as bad. But
Just
this
just ask me to join one of those things.
okay, but you can plan it up. You're like, hey, I got my own room.
I have saw those people who take those like no shade, no nothing, you guys.
Uh-huh.
But like y'all clearly want the attention. Like you're just like, ooh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm gonna be there next week. Hope to see somebody there. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. And then you got a stankini on, like,
yeah.
and then all the fats are just like, oh my god, oh, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, okay, sis,
they're
like,
very very into it.
I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, y'all act like y'all have never seen like a skinny with a beard, like, like.
Are we gonna interview people? Should we just like totally take over like some
So
areas?
my dream is to
Uh-huh.
be kind of like the Hopeless Romantic Society,
Okay.
um, in which we just have like a series, maybe like 5 or 6 questions that we just like randomly ask gay men that are just coming through, and we're
Yeah.
like, hey, like kiss or slap, and we'll do it to you because they'll mostly kiss you, but like
Oh.
we'll
Oh
have you there
God.
for the kiss or slap. We'll have you there for the kiss or slap.
Maybe it's kiss or slap, right?
Either one. Like, I mean, it's either kiss or slap. It could be
I'm
anything.
saying slap your ass.
Yeah,
Like I don't
yeah,
want to get hit. I don't want nobody getting hit in the face. No.
yeah. I mean, we'll put some padding back there, but like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like? You should get no. Don't do that because then it's an embarrassing moment when you have to like take it off.
What's
But
that?
like, I was about to say, those like foam butt.
The padded butts.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, but it's embarrassing. I would assume that it's embarrassing when you have to take it off.
Well, you got to take it off, and then like I'm gonna forget that it's in there, and like jump in the pool, and it'll get like filled with water, and then it'll expand, and then it'll be a
Oh,
cartoon.
we lost each
Oh
other.
no! This damn internet connection. And 3, 2, 1. There we
Your
go.
internet
Hey.
connection is unstable. No,
Lovely.
so it's just me. Um,
All good. All good.
but no, like I think that would be that would be too much. Like if we're doing the kiss or slap, for sure do that. But like,
Yeah. Yeah.
don't wear it regularly.
To those playing at home, it's a known quantity that my ass is a concave. It like
It's
falls
not
in,
concave. Don't do that.
like falls in.
It is not. Is it concave or convex? I don't know which one.
Neither of them sound great, but
I think it's concave because the cave is in. Like,
yeah.
no,
My boyfriend has lovingly called it a Hank Hill ass.
wow.
To anybody who watched that show, I did not, but I get the point. So
No, I get it,
yeah.
and I've seen a true Hank Hill ass, and that is offensive.
Yeah, no, it wasn't my favorite comment he's made.
Well, enjoy.
But yeah,
I mean, you're better than me.
We accept the love we think we deserve.
Child, I must feel like I deserve the world because the way you got to be like, you breathed wrong, and I'm like, well, you're gone. Like,
well, yeah.
I was like, well, just breathe, get out. Like,
Out.
I was like, no, but then again, I bring the ass, so it's
You got a nice derriere, I must say.
Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Shout out to the one that saw it yesterday. Anyway, but
Hey,
not physically. I'm talking about like on the sites.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And
We play
that Twitter
sometimes.
handle is.
It is Rapunzel's Never Gonna Get It. Yeah.
So close. Almost tricked you.
No, you never will. No, why would I? It's called I Feel Tim at gmail.com.
I feel Tim. Oh my god.
And that's the good one. You're not gonna get the dirty one. What the hell?
Oh my
Never.
god.
That's my good one.
That's the t-shirt. I feel Tim.
Yeah. Because it's an experience, trust me.
That's right.
Like,
I know what sign we're putting on your door at the hotel. Jesus Christ.
Hey, have you felt Tim? Because I feel Tim. Like,
but yeah, that's where my mind is. I'm just working and getting ready for Cannonball. So
yes.
yeah.
I need to start getting ready for Cannonball. And by that, I mean I need to stop eating sugar. Stop.
I was on a 3-week kick. I was doing so well. And then my brain went sideways.
75 hard went very soft.
Yeah.
And then it went not. Like, are you at least reading still?
Yeah. I'm still. I mean, right now I'm listening more than reading. But yeah, I'm listening to Out of the Blue. It's a gay twist on the Little Mermaid tale. Is it
lesbian or is it gay?
Gay. The mer person is non-binary. When they come on land, they get a boy body. But they identify as they them.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and then
Prince Eric finally gets his queen.
And then the Prince Eric type person is a high school lifeguard who just got broken up with. And so he's down in the dumps.
So he's very Zac Efron. Like,
very Zac Efron. Yeah. The mer person is on their journey. They get a month to come to land and like be a human before they decide if they want to go back out to sea or stay on land.
Not Mormonism.
It's a Mormon tale. Girl, this mer person is judging us. They're like, this is disgusting. You all are terrible. But it's super cute. So,
I love that.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend. I'm only halfway
through.
What
is it called? Out of the Blue?
Out of the Blue.
You know what? I really think that we should start I think you should read the book. And then you should tell me about it, and then I can just joke about it. Like,
that's right. Don't do it. You don't want to do any of the homework. You're like, just tell me about it.
Come and chub. Like,
where do you think I am? This is really interesting because this is probably the first contemporary book I've read in a while where like it's clearly geared towards like middle school and high school.
Yeah.
YA. It is what it is. But the quote unquote woke agenda, the
Mhm.
terminology, the phrasing in the book is like right up front because again, the mer person is now in a boy body and they're very upset about how gendered the world is and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the mer people don't have to deal with this bullshit. And like
Ugh,
you
I
can
want to be a
tell
mer boy or a mer person.
it's so like
A
page
mer
one.
they. Ooh, a mer they.
Mer
Ooh.
Ooh, get it.
Oh my
Love
God.
that. Love that.
You know what? Unlike the Demure girl, I'm going to coin mine.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
quick.
That poor thing. That sucked.
Listen, I understand, but we have to be more about our bag because the alt left, right, the alt right, they're about theirs.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get their paycheck no matter what.
Yeah, so and they're gonna steal ours too.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, but yeah. Anyway, Merdays.
Birthdays. Great book. I would highly recommend it. I think so. I'm only halfway through, but we'll see.
Yes, I
Um,
love it.
are you listening, reading, or watching anything right now you're liking?
Um,
Ooh.
I'm doing a lot of like finance things, like
Yeah.
a lot of YouTube finance stuff. Um, no, I'm trying to think. I was just well, I mean, on TikTok today, I was listening to this gentle lady for all intents and purposes. Do a mix of All Right and Cozy. All Right being the song by Victoria Monet.
Oh, okay.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, I must hear this often. So yeah.
Nice.
And then yeah, I just been like, shout out to Ricky. He was my coworker in Connecticut.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
he's a now an avid listener apparently, and
Hey, Ricky.
he's just really very sweet and very like thoughtful.
Is he?
He,
Do they play on our team or are they an ally?
no, he is I would if I'm gonna call somebody a straight ally,
Hmm.
I might would give it to him for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
like he's as close as I've ever seen.
Gotcha. Nice.
But yeah, so shout out to you. Love you very much, and go drink some water. Lay off the booze for a second. Anyway,
Get hydrated.
yeah, no, he's young, so like it's
Oh, bless. Yes. Take a
yeah,
nap, baby. Get your
yeah,
hydration.
yes.
Vitamins
Don't
don't
forget your
hurt.
your Roth IRA. Fill that up.
Invest. That's right. Put the money
Yes.
aside.
My God, had I started at that age, millionaire already. But
Mm,
like,
if you only knew.
if that girl only knew.
Tim, what's making you live this week?
What's making me live this week is I probably should have saved Ricky for that, but I had a conversation earlier right before we got online that this person always makes me feel a little bit better about life.
Aw.
Even though like we don't talk about like what I'm going through or what they're going through, but like they always like I don't know, they make me feel like I'm not as weird as I think I am. So
Yeah.
yeah. So shout out to you. You know who you are.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? What you living for?
You know what? I'm living for a phone call. I gotta
No,
say,
no, no, no.
as somebody who doesn't really love picking up the phone,
Mhm.
I talked to you this week. I
Did
talked to Derek this week. I
did
talked to K-Fed. Hey, Kevin.
did you?
I did. And we had a really good conversation about like working from home and like transitioning into that lifestyle.
Girl.
Yeah, like I just touched base with multiple people like via their voice, which is again not my like first
Yeah.
avenue. So shout out to my friends who called me and like kept me in check, and I don't know, it
Oh,
was really sweet. It was a good week to catch up with people. So
yeah. You know what, people? I want to say this. If somebody's always calling you first, try calling them. Like,
say it one more time for the people in the back, Tim.
if somebody's always calling you first, try calling them. It really does make a huge difference. Same thing with text messages. If you always get a text first from them, text them
Mhm.
first once. Just
Yeah,
once. It doesn't have to be like all the time. You can go back to the norm of things or whatever. But just letting people know that you and that you care.
yeah,
You care that you care what they're saying a little bit. It
yeah,
and I know that like you think you are doing that by like listening to them, but putting the initiative in there to say like I do want to hear what you have to say.
yeah, for
It
sure.
feels good. It feels good for sure. So, I know that like people are busy, people have lives of their own, and like, oh, they're gonna call me once a week anyway. Okay. Well, maybe instead of that Thursday they call you all the time, call them Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As somebody who's terrible at this personally, like it is something you have to work at. You really, really do. And to be
Yeah.
mindful, to be
Right.
mindful. I'm not as always mindful of the people around me because I'm always stuck in my
Right.
brain. So I think you and I have gotten better. I
It's
think I,
different. I think it's different with us because I'm always on your mind. So
oh my God.
I'm your
But,
kid. So it's
but
kind of hard.
like, but even like Kevin, like a lot of times, like me and Kevin are texty,
Yeah.
but like it's like I haven't heard from Kevin in a minute. I got to reach out and say hi. Derek definitely calls me more first than I call him.
Yeah.
And every time he calls me, I'm like, I should have called him. Like, you know what I mean? Like I went too
Yeah.
long. I didn't make the time, and I feel terrible.
But don't feel terrible. Like
No, I'm
just
just saying, as
yeah.
somebody who is hearing what you're saying, it's speaking
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
me. Make the effort, people. It's worth it.
Yeah. It it's we can't do much, right? Millennials ain't got no money. We don't have no time. We don't have really much of anything. But we can make
The middle class is an illusion.
it is truly. Paycheck to paycheck is real for most people. But we can take 30 seconds in the middle of a shift to just say something like, your injured son and your whole daughter. Like just say it into the text message.
Last week, Tim sent me the audio message. He goes, "Not the ballworms," and then
Yes,
like
not
two,
the ball.
and 2 days later, I was like, "Not the ballworms." So we're just trading that back and forth, and
Yeah,
it's totally been my favorite thing.
2 seconds. That's it. And I listen. It takes effort, but you put in effort for people that you care about, right?
That's right.
Like we it's very like important, especially nowadays. You don't know what people are going through. Your best friend that you talk to every day could want to kill themselves and you would not know.
Yeah.
Like I don't. But like I'm just saying, like it's a moment. Like,
Yeah.
and instead of like wasting your time worrying about them, just send them something stupid and funny, something light. It
Yeah.
could it could really like change their day, you
That's
know.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know how you can change our day?
Where? How can people change that? That was a bad transition. I'm so sorry. Go.
At wearecubandchub@gmail.com.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, you
And
can make a comment to us.
you could do that. And where can people find us if they wanted to find us, Tim?
Well, you can find us anywhere you can find a hair that I once had in my anus. You can find it down the drain. You can find it. You can find it in the trash can.
Oh,
Mostly and importantly, you can find us at cubandchub.com.
wearecubandchub.com. That's right, where you can buy our merchandise and listen to us, see beautiful photos of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, another great week, Tim. I'm gonna go make people dance. So good to see you. Love you. Everybody have a good week. We'll see you next time. Mwah.
Mwah. A smooth anus is a busy anus. Bye.